it's time. It's time to share the story of our craziest, most emotional, frustrating experience weekend of our life. Does that make sense? It will. Just stay with me. Okay, so we were set to close on this house 9 a.m. Well, we were supposed to sign the papers at 9 a.m. Thursday, the 30th of last month, and then get the keys, clean that whole day Thursday, take small loads Friday in our car, and then you do the U-Haul on Saturday, finish up cleaning the apartment on Sunday. But yeah, the plan was perfect. So because of COVID, only one of us was allowed to go inside and sign for our papers at the title company. We just planned that it's gonna take a couple hours because we can only do it one at a time. The other one would just wait in the car with Haley. Well, we got there at 9 a.m. Like at 9:05, 5 minutes later after Dustin went in, he gave me a call and said, hey, you can come in with me and Haley, just wear your masks. And I was like, sweet. It's gonna take a lot less time. We're gonna sign our papers, get our keys, and then off with our plan. At the end, I was like, keys are coming, here we go, here we go. My realtor probably thought I was a freak because I just kept like smiling at him because I was so excited. And then the lady at the title company says, so we're still trying to get a hold of the seller and he still needs to physically sign 2 documents, but he's on his way to Washington, D.C. right now. Okay. When you're the type of person who needs to have a plan and has anxiety and like need to follow that plan step by step, when you hear like little things like that, like here's what jumps out to me. We're trying to get a hold of the seller, they can't, and that he needs to physically sign 2 pieces of documents. He's on his way driving to Washington, D.C. and he's gonna have to they're gonna have to get a hold of him. He's gonna have to find a place to pull over and print it off, so find a printer. And then he's going to have to physically sign them. Let's hope he has a pen. And then he's going to have to fax it back off. So we're not getting the key this afternoon is what was going on through my mind. Bumping the road to our perfect, easy move plan. Nothing we could do about it. We could just pray that he gets that stuff done, they get a hold of him, and then we can get the keys. I even asked, I was like, can we get early access to our house? Because I even had like movers planned for the next day to come move my piano, and if I canceled, I would have still had to pay for it. So he's like, let's just give him some time, and then I'll give you a call when I hear from that seller's agent. And I was like, okay. So we went and did a couple stuff inside Salt Lake because we were already there. We came back, I took a nap, and then it was like 1:30, closer to 2 o'clock, and I texted my agent and I was like, hey, have you heard anything? And he's like, you know what, you've already had this all planned. I know you want inside your house, so I'm just gonna have my assistant leave the keys under the mat. You can have early access. I will let the agent know. So I was like, perfect. So we loaded up our car with all of our cleaning supplies and then a couple of things that we wanted to bring over just as like a start. And we got to the house. The seller's agent was there and he wasn't too happy that we were there. But I didn't care because, you know, it's our house now. So sort of, kind of, I don't know, get a hold of your seller, okay? As soon as we unlocked the door and opened the house, bam, biggest heat wave hit us. I go straight to the temperature gauge, thermometer thing, and it says that it's 89 degrees in there. And I was like, oh, the seller must have turned it off, because I get it, like he doesn't want to pay for it while he's not there. But like I want it to be cool while we're cleaning this house. It's fine, we'll go get lunch or something because we still haven't had lunch. We'll turn it on, cool off the house, and then come back and clean. So I went to turn it on, and the AC, it didn't turn on. I was like, you know what, it's okay. You know, this house has been empty for a bit. Dustin, why don't you go flip the breaker? So he went and he flipped the breaker, and the AC still wouldn't turn on. So it was 100 degrees, and the house is 89 degrees. And one, I don't do heat. So that was a little unsettling. Plus, you know, this house is gonna be ours and the AC doesn't work. So we went, he flipped the breaker, nothing happened. We went outside to like the unit outside and the fan's not even blowing. And I'm like, okay. Called the inspector because when the inspection happened, he's like, hey, your house is like the nicest that I've seen in 30 days. And I was like, we know how to pick them. No. I called him and he's like, I don't know, like it was working great. And I was like, I know, you said it was working great, but now it's just not working at all. We had paid $500 for a home warranty and I was like, this is why we did it, thank God. I called the home warranty people and I was like, hey, we just bought a house, homeowners. We just walked in and the AC isn't working. And she says to me, you just bought the house? And I was like, yeah, I just bought the house. We're excited. And she said, yeah, we don't cover first time problems. Okay. If I'm just experiencing a problem, wouldn't that make it a first time problem? Like, okay, I was frustrated, I was hot. I wanted my plan to go through. I just wanted to start the moving process. And so I was like, whatever. So I called like a 24-hour like heating and cooling company and they were able to come out within 2 hours. And he said that the unit needs to be replaced. So you know, like when people say like, hey, going from renting to homeowning, like when you're a homeowner, you now are responsible for paying for things. And I was like, I know, I just didn't expect it to be like the first day that I would have to pay. So I called my realtor and he's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Like this is not what you want or expect on your, you know, your home, the day that you're moving in. And I was like, yeah. He's like, but you know what? Good news, you got your home warranty. Just give him a call. Yeah, about that home warranty. No, not today. Maybe if like this was a problem today and then I made it a problem yesterday because they don't cover first time problems, then yeah, like totally a good thing that I got that because then they would have covered it. We went, so the other people that said, the company that said that they needed to replace the whole unit, he's like, the soonest we can come by is tomorrow, but if it's like a certain part that we do need that I don't think we need, then we can get this fixed by Monday or Tuesday and then we can just give you portable units. I don't know what he was talking about, but I was like, well, I have a portable unit too, because in the apartment that we were living at 2 weeks prior, the AC went out there. So I'm just really tired of ACs going out. I'm just waiting for one of our cars to be next, knock on wood, that it doesn't. And so we went back to the house because we were tired, we were stressed, like it was an emotional day, like we just bought a house, the biggest like investment that we've ever made, and something's already broken and it's disgustingly hot in there and it's hot outside and it was just a very emotional day. So we went back to the apartment, we brought the portable AC unit to the house, plugged it in, and then left until the sun went down to give it time to kind of cool off. And so we got back that night with a load of stuff and it had cooled it down to 85. And so the next day, I get a call from the air conditioning people and they're like, hey, we do have your part and we'll be able to put it in this afternoon. And I was like, shut up, seriously? Okay. But it's gonna be $875. Shut up. No, really, shut up. Okay. You know what, God? I'm really stressed right now. I'm having major anxiety. I'm emotional. Like, I'm just gonna give this to you. Praise you for giving us the house. We were gonna down the line have to buy a new AC unit anyways, so let's just do this. Like, we'll make payments, we'll get it in, we'll cool down the house, and then it'll be over and done with. Well, I was going back to the apartment to get another load, and Dustin gives me a call, and I was like, hey, what's up? And because he was at the house, and he's like, it just keeps getting better. And I was like, what do you mean? And he said, we have no water. What? And he said, yeah, we have no water. And I'm like, hey God, it's me again. Can I also give you the water situation? Like I gave you the AC situation and my emotions with it, because things just keep happening and I'm about ready to lose myself and freak out. I called the city because I was like, well, maybe the owner got the water out of his name, so the city shut it off because he didn't want to pay for it. I don't know how these things work, okay? I'm new at this. He was like, no, we did not turn the water off because our plan was to put our name into the water that following Monday and then backdate it. And they're like, yeah, that's totally fine, but we didn't shut it off. And I was like, she's like, you're gonna have to call a plumber. If I called a plumber, do you consider this like a first time problem? Up with her, I called the inspector again. He's like, wow, really? No, the water was great when I was there. I know, everything was great. This is the greatest thing you've seen in 30 days. So I'm just not too sure what's happened between that and then 3 weeks when we're here and nothing is working. We get back to the house and I go to open the garage door, and the garage door's like, not today. No, we're not gonna work either. So my realtor called me and I told him about the water, and he's like, oh my gosh, well, good news is that I talked to the home warranty people and they said that they would absolutely cover it, the air conditioner, and that they don't have any record of you calling, and if they did, they would never tell you that they wouldn't be able to cover a first-time problem. I don't know if it was the heat, if I was delirious, if I was emotional, if I was stressed, and I just imagined this phone call, but then I found out I did it because Dustin was literally right there next to me, but someone told me that they do not cover first-time problems. They may be able to get someone out today. And I'm like, okay, here's the thing. I'm having horrible anxiety. I'm stressed, I'm pissed, and I'm hot. These people that I can pay the $875 for will be able to fix it today. And you're telling me that the warranty people may be able to get someone out today. And then I talked to Dustin and I screamed and I cried, and he said, no, we're not paying the money and we're gonna have the warranty people come. The warranty people were able to get an air conditioner person out, and here's the thing, we still don't have any water, but we did have some cold air, because all the guy did said was, yes, what it is the fan motor is burnt out. He's thinking they probably didn't put a cover over the outside unit when it was winter, so it just like rusted up. He's like, but I just took a screwdriver and got the fan going for you. So we could have done this yesterday. Just taken a simple little screwdriver and just got her going. It's fine, it's fine. I went and I called the other people, canceled with them. The guy was like, I will be able to be here tomorrow and fix your AC unit completely, but at least we have it running today and I'll replace the fan tomorrow. And I was like, thank you, Jesus. Now on to the water. Called the warranty people again, and this time they told me nothing about no first time problem, no covering. Maybe the girl that I talked to was new. They were able to get a plumber out, and we have like this filter thing that, because the house was empty for like 2 months. Okay, I'm gonna honestly try to explain this to you, but I have no idea. But the plumber came, he took the filter out, and we have water without the filter in it. You don't technically need the filter, it's more like a softener. And so we were able to get running water. So our whole moving process was literally like pushed a day behind. So I had to pay an extra couple of days in the apartment because we weren't out in the time that we were supposed to. But we had no AC, no water, couldn't do anything about it. It's all good. I didn't have to pay the $875. The warranty, you have to pay $60 for someone to come, and then they'll pay for the rest. It's like a copay. So I did have to pay $60 for the AC guy and then $60 for the plumber, but at least we have water. The guy actually just came today and we got a new cartridge and a new filter put in, so now everything's totally fine and fixed with that. The garage door, I have someone coming tomorrow. We've just been having to like manually open and close it. Everything's fixed. Thank you, God. Thank you so much for this home. I'm sorry I freaked out. I'm sorry I got mad. I'm sorry I doubted, but it was just a very emotional weekend. Like I said, it was a huge purchase and it just, everything literally was like not working, breaking down, not going as planned. If you like my videos, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time.